Hi guys, this is Teddy and welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial video. Today we are building what I have behind me, which is a pickle farm. And I know what you're thinking, Teddy, this is not tutorial world, this is not. No, this is my shipwreck survival island, or at least a copy of it. It's a creative copy. One I took about 10 minutes ago, so it's pretty fresh. And as you can see here, guys, we have got ourselves a very nice working pickle farm. Now, before I get into the build and get you the ingredients to build it, I will show you how it works. Now, the simplest way of explaining this is flip that lever, you get a one-tick pulse. The one-tick pulse produces pickles, pistons break pickles, and then once we stop the tick, pickles flush out into the hoppers and then flush out into our chests. That's the best way of putting it. And as you can see, you get a lot of pickles in a very, very short amount of time. I put 9 stacks of bone meal in here, and we used 10 bone meal. We have used 10 bone meal, and we have got ourselves 48 off of 10 bone meal. So that's a pretty good return. That's nearly 5-to-1 return on pickles on this farm. And all I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to a brand new world. I am going to get all my stuff together, and I'll show you how to build it. Okay guys, here we are over actually in tutorial world, because I decided it's probably the best place to actually build this farm. And what we're going to need for the farm, guys, is as follows. We have got 1 dispenser, we have got 24 redstone, 3 repeaters, 1 comparator, 8 pistons, 1 lever, a stack of glass, a stack of solid blocks, a stack of however many bone meal you have, 8 chests, 12 hoppers, 9 coral, a number of pickles. 1 is enough to get the farm started, and an infinite water source. So what we're going to need to start off with is we are going to need the following. So what we're going to do to start off of, guys, is we are going to put ourselves a double chest down there like so. Throw a hopper in the back of that, put another hopper that side and another hopper that side, and we're going to need to repeat that 3 more times around the outside. And when you have something that looks a little bit like this, we then need to take our first lot of infinite water and put an infinite water source in the middle of this. Now this is going to keep our coral from drying out and turning into dead coral. Now we need to put a temporary block in there like so, and then we need to put our coral around the outside, just like that. And you can get rid of this temporary block here. This coral block actually doesn't need to be sat down there. We need to put a block there and then put our coral block sat on top of there. But ideally, this needs to be an infinite water source again. So the best way of doing that is put an infinite water source in, put our temporary block there, put your coral block in there, just like so. That is our farm halfway done already. Next, what we need to do is put a 1 block air gap up to our dispenser location. So let's get out our dispenser, just like so. And then 1 block below our dispensers, we actually going to need our pistons. So we do a round of solid blocks, of 8 solid blocks around the outside of our dispenser, like so. We grab our pistons and face them ideally down. There we go again, thank you. And then before we put our last piston in place, we need to get our glass out and start filling in a little bit of the glass, because otherwise we're going to make a mess, and we don't want to make a mess, guys. So what we need to do is build up the glass around the outside. Then what we need to do, guys, is come into here, put a water source on that piece of coral there, put your pickle on top of it, and then you put in your last piston, just like that. And then what we need to do is waterlog every single one of our pistons, and you'll see that you get the flowing water come down onto our hoppers, which is the very important part. Just like that, guys, that is done. Okay, once we've got our pistons in place and our water in place, we can then put glass on the outside of our pistons, just like so. Break away our temporary blocks here. These ones are no longer required. We will be putting our redstone on top of those in just a moment. And then what we need to do is put a little ditty out like this off of our dispenser, because we are now ready to insert some redstone into the build. Then what we need to do is build ourselves a little platform coming out this way, just for our hopper clock to go on. I'm actually going to build it straight out because it's the easier way of doing it. Put ourselves a hopper there, put another one off of the back of that. Got ourselves a temporary block there where we break that one and replace it facing that way. Put ourselves a block on the end of there, just like so. And then we put our lever on there to power the piston at the end. Throw ourselves an item into our hopper. Pop our comparator off the back of our hopper with a repeater on 3 ticks. And then we want a redstone coming out here. We need one more block to go here as well. Pop our blocks up, a redstone up onto the top of our dispenser. That will power our dispenser nicely. I've already put the redstone in around our 8 pistons. Then what we need to do, guys, is put ourselves another extra block coming off of here, just like so. And then put ourselves a repeater on 1 tick off of there like that. Put ourselves, actually no, scratch that idea. We won't do that. We'll just do it flat out like that. And then we put our repeater with 1 tick, 2 ticks coming off of there. And then feed our redstone round there like so. And that, guys, is how we set up our clock. So once we've done that, guys, we'll pop our farm on. And as you can see, we are getting quite a hefty number of pickles. So this farm is working rather nicely. And it is just about right timing wise for pickles to spawn in or to grow when the pistons are up. If you need to adjust that timing a little bit, then you can just put that back to 3 ticks. It will just slow the pistons down that a little bit more. But yeah, we are getting pickles. Let's turn it off and see how many we have got ourselves. So I was doing a little bit of testing off camera to make sure this thing was working as I wanted it to. And it's, yeah, I've got quite a few in my pocket. But yeah, we got quite a lot of pickles coming in from not much bone meal, which is awesome. So yes, if you want a pickle farm that's pretty effective and you've got an easy way to get yourself bones, like having a fish farm or even a kelp farm or whatever, then happy days. I have been Teddy. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. If you have enjoyed this tutorial, hit that like button. If you really loved it, hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye bye for now.